Would you like to know how to boost your CRS score by 200 points under the express entry? Today is the 8th of June 2023, and I am reaching you live from our office in Toronto, Canada. My name is Adewumi Odegbami. I'm an RCIC. One of our clients has received an invitation to apply for permanent residency, and I'm excited to share the good news with you. So this is a practical way to boost your points by 200 points, and I'm going to show you using this profile. The reason this is showing as June 9 is because IRCC uses the Coordinated Universal Time, UTC, and as per the UTC time now, it is already June 9. So I'm signed into our APR portal. APR stands for Authorized Paid Representative, and only immigration consultants and lawyers are eligible to be your authorized paid representative. Now I'm logged into the APR portal. You can clearly see my name there as an authorized representative, and we have submitted an application for our client. IRCC has sent a message to this client saying, we are pleased to confirm that we sent you an invitation to apply. Check your messages below for details. The Express Entry System is a system that manages 4 categories of immigration and the named Federal Skilled Worker Program, the Provincial Nominee Program, the Canadian Experience Class, and the Federal Skilled Trade. Our client has qualified under the Federal Skilled Worker Program, and his overall score, his CRS score, is 515. The minimum score to have received an invitation in this particular draw was 486. Many candidates would otherwise be able to rank very highly and get selected under the express entry because they have the high level of education, they have good proficiency in their first language, and they have excellent work experience from their home country. But because Canada wants to bring in many young skilled workers to Canada, specifically between the ages of 20 and 30, they would not qualify because a lot of the skilled workers are well into their 30s, 40s, 50s, and even 60s. And they want to come to Canada, but you'll see that candidates would not do very well in the point allotted for age. You can see how for this particular client and their profile, they've scored 0 for age. From the age of 45, a candidate scores 0 for age. In fact, a candidate between the ages of 21 to 29 will score up to 100 for age when coming with their spouse. And for every year they add after that, they drop by 5 points. And once they get to the age of 40, their points start to drop by 10 points every year they add until the age of 45, when they score 0 for age. For this client and their profile, their point for age is 0. This candidate had some good points from their spouse that is accompanying. Their skills transferability factor also wasn't too bad. Although you could score up to 100 points under the skill transferability factor, this candidate has scored 50 because they didn't quite meet the CLB 9 required to gain the maximum 100 points under the skill transferability factor. But even then, that 50 points wouldn't have been enough to get them an invitation to apply under the express entry. You can see how this candidate with 200 points now has a total score of 515, whereas without that 200 points in arranged employment points, they would have only scored 315. So even if they had the 50 points from the skills transferability factor, they still wouldn't have gotten up to 400. So that is the value that the 200 points of the arranged employment points adds. So this is a letter of invitation that this our client has received. And again, you can see the 200 points and how it adds up to his overall score of 515. Without this 200 points, his overall point score would have been only 315. So this is a fast track way to get you in front of the line and to the top of that queue of the express entry pool, get an invitation to apply for permanent residency, and be on a pathway for you and your family to obtain Canadian citizenship and ultimately the Canadian passports. Many families seek this permanent residency and ultimately Canadian citizenship as a way to secure the future for themselves and their family. Now, under the arranged employment points, you could score 50 with a job offer from any Canadian employer. But a senior manager job offer would give you 200 points. Now, you could say that, oh, how about I try to get a senior manager job offer from a Canadian employer? I would say it is most unlikely that you would be able to get such a job offer. It is simply because those job offers are limited to very senior managers, maybe the CEOs and some certain directors in very high levels in those organizations. So how do you do it? How did this candidate do it? You can get this 200 points in arranged employment points by offering yourself a job offer. Once you buy a business or you start one, basically creating that employment for yourself as the owner, CEO, executive director, whatever the title is, as the owner of that business, you're able to get 200 points. We've had many successful clients who have done this. Go to our YouTube video and check out their testimonials. As you can imagine, deciding to buy a business, expanding your existing business into Canada, or starting one from scratch or acquiring a franchise is a big decision for you and your family, which is why we're here to hold your hand every step of the way. Feel free to contact us and we will share more details with you on how this has happened for many of our clients and how it can happen for you too. Contact us today.